Welcome to Alistair Davies Golf. Today I want to talk to you about the role of the hips, in particular in the downswing. I want to talk to you about what they do for me. What I want to see the hips do essentially is the start of the downswing. I want to see a lateral sort of bump like this. And when we get this lateral bump, you'll notice the right hip, in my case, goes down slightly and the left hip goes up slightly. So effectively the hips move laterally and then they start to tilt. The second action the hips are going to start to do is rotate. And as they rotate, in the ideal world, this left hip will continue to go a little bit higher. So if I do this from sort of down the line, you'll see this lateral bump, then you're going to see a tilt, and then you're going to see the turn. So the hips have that kind of three roles or three dimensions I'd want them to do. Now, a lot of people get scared and they sort of think that they sway too much and slide too much. You have to have this kind of sway a little bit or slide a little bit in order to create power and to get the arms working correctly in the downswing. So I definitely want to see a little bit of a bump, and then I want to see the left hip sort of work up and rotate. And from this view down the line, we really want to see, both your bum cheeks ideally around contact, get these hips really open. That will allow you to move the hands correctly in the golf swing rather than using your hands too much. So we definitely want to see the body working and the hips working correctly. The idea is we work the hips in a much more kind of linear direction, so we get the room then for the hands to work down the target line like so. So if the hips are moving too much towards the ball, early extension, which I've covered in a lot of my other videos, that doesn't work great for the hand action. And if we don't get any lateral movement at all, we'll struggle with power and we'll struggle to get the arms in the right plane. So we have to have the kind of movement of the hips correct. There's three different movements: lateral, upward, and rotation, ideally in the hips to work them correctly.